But I'm super curious how you manage, and you can answer this however, comfortably you feel. How do you manage the relationship of like work and like dating, or being together? You know what I mean? Like how is that balance of like, hey, we're gonna work, or hey, we're gonna like, or like when you don't like an idea, do you just say, hey, that's a terrible idea, or do you like have to like kind of beat around the bush because you don't want to start a fight?
Dude, that's honestly something that we're still trying to figure out. Like it's a constant process.
Yeah, I bet.
um because like, and I think I heard you mention this where it was like when you get to a certain level in your relationship with someone, right? It's you're a lot more comfortable with conversing, which also makes you more comfortable with maybe saying something that you normally wouldn't say to someone else, right? So, but I don't know. Like I'm really trying to. We're both trying to figure that out because we're together all the time. So it's like, okay, today is no work day. We're just gonna watch some movies or just like do stuff that's not related to work. And then, of course, when it's work, then we have to focus on that. But it's really a constant like learning process because especially when it comes to songwriting, because sometimes it's really like battling like your own insecurities. Okay, do I throw this suggestion out, or how do I tell her that what she has is a good suggestion, but we could tweak it a little bit and make it even better, or vice versa. She'll do the same thing. I'll have a suggestion, and she'll throw out a suggestion and tweak my line or melody or something like that, and I have to choose to either am I gonna get offended by that, or am I gonna see that as something that enhanced my idea. So, but like it's really a constant battle, and it's a constant thing that you just keep learning and growing, and yeah, that's something that we're still figuring out every time we, especially with the songwriting. And that's because even for me, like I said, I didn't really like sit down with friends or other songwriters, so that whole process was just really new to me as well. So yeah, it can be very intimidating at times. And I guess that's like with Will You Stay, that's how I wrote Will You Stay, was because like it really exposed a lot of our insecurities, and so that's it. That was the inspiration for that. And then I actually didn't intend to pitch that as a song for her, but I sang it and I said, hey babe, I wrote a new song. And then she's like, can I have that? So, and then but I wrote it from top to bottom, and it was actually a song that I wanted to put on my next project. But then she really loved it, and she begged me for it, so I was like, okay. But
That's
like
amazing.
it's really like for me, that's really what it is. It's battling your own insecurities, and it reveals a lot of things. And of course, when you're in a relationship with someone, then it can be a little trickier rather than if you're just like friends or even just colleagues, right? Because it's I guess, I mean, like I don't know how that would be with someone else that I didn't really know because I haven't been in that situation.
Yeah,
So
that's fascinating though, because like you're right. I do think even though like I mean, in the few times that my wife and I have worked together musically, like she's a nurse, she's in a totally different field, but like she has a good voice. So like we've worked on things together, like she's on a track, together that we've done, and like it's like okay, how do I say like, hey, that was a good vocal take, but you could do better, So but it's very different than like if somebody like one of your other friends, like you would just say it because you don't. I mean, I don't live with that friend, you know what I mean? So I don't have to worry about
yeah.
offending them as much, but that's cool.